Hey folks, Rusty here for your weekly update about what's happening around Cornerstone these days. And I've got some exciting news. We have a date when we will be back together for in-person worship here at the building, and that is Sunday, July 12th. So, looking forward to having people back in this building, back in these seats. It's been great preaching to that camera every week, but it doesn't laugh or cry or do anything. And we have had some of our worship team members and production team here, but it'll be great to have more faces in here, more folks in the worship space. Again, that's going to be happening on July 12th. Now, just understand that we're going to be following all of the state and federal guidelines on gathering for worship in churches, and so it's going to look different. And so when you come, you'll just need to be prepared to know a few things. We'll go back to our old service times of 9 and 10:30. But you'll just need to register for whichever service you're coming to, and we'll provide a way for you to do that online. And that's important because we can only fit so many people in our worship space because of social distancing. And so we'll need to know who's coming. And so we'll provide a way for you to do that. Also, before coming, we'll need you to read through the guidelines of what you need to know before you come and while you're here, and we'll have those posted as well and give you a heads up on that. And then there won't be any Cornerstone kids or nursery, so parents, you'll just need to have a heads up that your children will be with you in the worship space. Masks and hand sanitizer will be available here at the building and will be recommended for you. And then also there will be a structured way to enter into the worship space and then exit the building so that we're all safely apart. So just know that we're trying to provide a very safe and healthy environment for you to come back to worship into. And it's not going to be optimal. I'll just go ahead and say that. It's not what we want to get back to, but it is a step, right? It is one step toward getting to the place where we're worshiping together the way that we used to. So looking forward to that. So basically what's going to happen is there will be essentially 3 ways that you can participate starting July 12th. You can come to the building and worship, but if you're not comfortable with that, that's perfectly fine. There's also our community gatherings that will be happening in small groups around our community, and you're welcome to keep doing that. Also Facebook Live, you can keep watching us on Facebook Live as you have been for these past several months. So it doesn't matter, all of those are good. You know, we consider each of those 3 ways of worshiping and gathering equal. And so no pressure to be here at the building. And we want you to come when you feel confident about gathering with other people. And when you're ready, we'll be ready, okay? So just wanted you to know that. And as I said, we're excited about it. Just so glad to see some things opening up in the church. And another one that's happening is our youth program. You know, Marcus Poppenfuss and his team have been working on ways to get our youth meeting through the summer. And so he's going to now share with you a little bit about what's going to be happening with our youth through these next few months.
Thanks, Rusty. Hey, I just wanted to update y'all real quick on where we are at with youth stuff here at Cornerstone. So obviously everything looks a little bit different right now than we had originally intended it to look like, and that's okay. We're making shifts and we're having to be flexible with all things COVID-19. And that's all right. We are encouraged that we are finally at a place where we can start gathering back together in small groups. So with that being said, real quickly, I'm just going to give you all some of the groups that we have going on this summer and then give you some of our guidelines. So we have a high school guys group on Monday morning that will be meeting, a middle school guys group on Monday evening that will be meeting, and then on Wednesday evening, both our high school and our middle school girls groups are going to be meeting. For specific times and locations, I'm going to encourage you to go on our Facebook, our Cornerstone Youth Facebook, and join that, and you'll be able to see where we're meeting and what time we're meeting. Also on that Facebook, you'll find a form that we're asking all of our parents to fill out weekly, just letting us know that their student is coming, and then also asking some basic questions about if your student has been experiencing any symptoms, just some basic screening questions, so we know what's going on with our students before they show up, or we know if they shouldn't show up on those evenings. So if you have any questions about any of that, please feel free to email me. My email is marcus@cornerstonebuzz.org, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. Also just know here at Cornerstone, as we start this phase 1 of the reopening, We want to make sure that you feel comfortable in whatever decision you need to make. So we don't want you to feel pressured. We don't want you to feel like it's expected that as we begin offering things that everyone rushes back to the building or rushes back to groups. We know that every situation is unique, every situation is different, and we want everyone to make the best decision for themselves. So please know that if you ever feel pressured or anything like that, that is not our intention. We want to make sure that you're making the best decision for you and your family. So with all that being said, I would love to see your students at Youth Stuff this summer. I've missed all of them. I've missed all of my time playing games, messing around with all of them, and then also the great conversations that we get to have about Jesus, who he is and what he means to us. So I hope to hear from you guys soon, and I hope to see your students at our youth gatherings. Thanks, Rusty.
All right, thanks, Marcus. Excited about our youth and all that will be happening with them this summer. So we're making progress, right? This is just all part of the process, and so looking forward to all that is ahead of us. Just know we're going to put out another video that's going to explain a little more in detail about what it will look like to come back to the building here for in-person worship. And so just be paying attention to this video that I've been putting out every week. That will be a great source of information for you. So all of this is in good time, right? And all of this is in God's time, most importantly. And so we're just praying and continually following his lead as we do these things. And so thank you for being patient. Thank you for the way that you just continue to be the church in such a beautiful way. I love you. I appreciate you. And look forward to all of us being together on Facebook Live this Sunday at 9 o'clock.